It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Down! 180! 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. They can't hang with us. Move back down. Watch twins. OP. Flare. Low.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
734.
Throwing on second down. Carr. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
80 weapons. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Go, Chief.
Now Carr. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on fourth down with Carr. And this is incomplete. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On first down, Jefferson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Stafford going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick here is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
And I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over, But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Kill, kill, kill. Hey, you're mine. 24. Get set. Get set.
Room here to run. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 20. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Carr completes it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw his Carr. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's 3rd and 4.
6:37. He's coming. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 40. Let's go, D. Let's go. Raider 1. Mike 40. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Smooth. 40's Mike. All day. Check 13. Raider 9.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Back to throw. Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 15 now. Carr. Open here, Adam Thielen. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Flush to his right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Check 26.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Lions' 12-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Lions 3.
Later 2. Watch twitch. Right down. Twitch. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Check. Right down. Kill. That's right. 29. Rush city. Hey, Charlie. Rush city.
On second down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Heavy. Watch out.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That score is not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point good by Prater. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Double right. Here we go. Mike 50. Hey, Steve 6. Hey, check. 54.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. Now he's going to get 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Stafford. That's into the hands of Reynolds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
SOS. 10. And middle.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr, and he's got his man on the out route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
What now? 180? One. Later one. Hey, later two. Go.
Off the draw. Here's Williams. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike.
Bravo.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 40. Let's go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up in the top shelf.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you. And you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown,
and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward. A timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Right. He's done by you. 7:34. 3 down. Express. Bandit. White.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check my 40. It's our field.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert! Undercut!
Hey! High 7!
Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the 39, Stafford with a catch made by Johnson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Vikings' 44-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Complete. It's Johnson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Delta! Check right 54.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Stafford eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware. Damage can he do to us downfield, and who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 2nd and goal. Stafford and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it with Johnson, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. White. Under 10. 10. Tight dog.
They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mike 40, check.
Hey, Orbit.
Hey, pick your game up. Mike 40. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Express.
Throw second down. Carr. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Red 80.
On first down, Jefferson. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball,
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 33 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Throwing again. Carr. And Diggs has it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Squeeze. Let's go, D. Big series.
Hey, Foxtrot.
40's the mic. 40's the mic.
Now Carr. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Another costly turnover, their 2nd of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
What, the
it's football. Exactly. They named the game for it. Take care of it.
Oh, here we go.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Stafford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. On first down, Jefferson. And He'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
734.
They run it again with Williams. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left. Start your week by installing your game plan.